What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And man, it has been too long. It feels great to be off of work for a little bit, for a few hours anyway. We're here today to break down our Florida trip that we have coming up in the beginning of September. If anyone's wondering, I had a lot of people ask me, what were we doing in Florida? I had talked to Mike about making a few changes to it, and I wrote down some stuff tonight when I got sent home. And we finally have an itinerary for exactly what we're going to do. We plan on bringing Asher on this trip. It's the same trip we've been trying to plan for like 3 years. And, there's a lot of things that we're going to do. It's not going to be just solely Disney. I kind of wanted to do some other things since it is Florida and we don't ever go around there pretty consistently. So since we're going to be there for like 9 days, I made some tweaks to the itinerary and stuff we're going to do. Anyway, if you guys want to help support the channel, if you wouldn't mind, please hit the thumbs up button. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. So let's get straight into it. September the 3rd is my son's 3rd birthday. So this year for his birthday, thank you to his mom, we're going to be taking him to Florida. It'll be his first time on an airplane. The girl I'm dating will be her first time on an airplane. So this is going to be content. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm recording the takeoff. So if they start freaking out, it's awesome. And I've got it on video. So that's content. All right. So let's do it. So yeah, we're going to be flying out to Orlando. Pretty decent flight, flying from here to DFW to Orlando. Blah, blah, blah. That's boring. I know. Let's get to it. All right. We should be checking in on September 3rd. We're having his birthday party on the 2nd. So if anyone is interested in coming that's in the area, just let me know in the comments or just DM me on Twitter and I'll send you all the info. September 4th will be our first actual fun day where we're not, traveling, being jet lagged, just getting off of work, doing a birthday party, all of it. It's a lot. So first day in the park, first day at Disney, we got to do Magic Kingdom. September 4th, be doing Magic Kingdom. We're going to be there. I plan on doing an entire breakdown firework video show of that show. We're going to be there 3 different days. So more than likely, I'll be shooting 3 different angles of the entire show and then breaking it down once I get home and finally getting that video up. But yeah, September 4th, we did purchase Genie Plus. For those who are wondering, that's kind of like the skip the line process. The Six Flags equivalent of Flash Pass at Disney World, but you have to pay for it. Everyone complains about having to pay for it because originally you didn't, but thank you, Joe Biden. So here we go with that. We're staying on property. We were going to stay at I think it was the Pop Century Resort, but we changed it up to go to the Hilton, because it was just about $400 cheaper. Being the fact that we're 132 days away at the time I'm recording this video, it's really no time to, sit around and waste trying to get everything taken care of. So I wanted to make sure, since we were adding another person, to come with us, that it was, we'd be able to make some changes and make some cuts. So we chose one of the neighboring hotels. That way we could still, make our reservations at 7 a.m. and get everything done and get into the park earlier than people living off a property. So that takes care of that. And September the 4th, the next day, September 5th, we'll be going to SeaWorld Orlando on Labor Day. Man, this is probably a mistake, dude. I'm just going to be straight up. I remembered 2 years ago when we did a video, or we tried to do a video when we went to Six Flags Over Texas on Labor Day, and it was completely atrocious because, man, the lines, and it was packed and it was crazy. So, but we're doing the big boy Orlando SeaWorld on Labor Day, September the 5th. I do have quick queues. And I have the reserved seatings and the unlimited quick queues and guaranteed ride on on Icebreaker. So she's probably not going to ride Icebreaker. So that means I get 2 rides guaranteed on Icebreaker without having to wait in line. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll use the Skip the Lines to ride Mako and the Kraken and all that cool stuff there. We will be getting videos, and we will be making videos during that time as well. On the 6th, we'll be heading back to Epcot. We'll be heading back to Disney World into Epcot. Never been to any of these parks that we're going to. My expectations are always pretty low. With it being Disney, I kind of hold the expectations a little bit higher because they're so expensive and they're so popular and so out there. So I'm just assuming that the quality is it should definitely be a lot better than Six Flags. If not, we're gonna have a problem. So yeah, we'll do Epcot. We will do a firework video that day. We're only gonna be at Epcot one day during the trip because there's really not a lot there for us to do. There's Guardians of the Galaxy, which we're going to pay for. There's the Frozen ride, which obviously we're probably going to be stuck on that 90% of the day. And there's a couple of other things that are real there, but there's really not a lot there at Epcot for kids. So, I mean, we're taking a 3-year-old. He doesn't really understand the whole concept of, I know the Food and Wine Festival is going on right now, but that doesn't interest him. He cares about riding and having fun. So we will be getting a video of Harmonious and making sure we can edit that up. On September the 7th, we'll be going to Hollywood Studios, our only day there. We're assuming by that time, Fantasmic should be coming back. We will not be making a video on that because that show is about 20 minutes long, and I don't have the patience to hold the phone in one angle for 20 minutes. It's a Mickey Mouse show, so it's kind of something that him and I can be able to enjoy with each other. So that's why I didn't really want to make the video, because he loves that show. So I kind of wanted to be able to enjoy it with him the one day we were there. On the 8th, we'll be going back to Magic Kingdom, getting a different angle, or that might be a day where I just enjoy the fireworks show with him and me. We'll just play by ear and see what happens. But we're going to be going back to Magic Kingdom on that day. On September the 9th, this is where we made changes. September the 9th, we'll be heading over to Tampa, Florida to go to Busch Gardens. We were originally supposed to go to Busch Gardens last year before I got sick with COVID and had the whole shenanigans happen where I was out of work for like half a year. So I thought about it, and Tampa is only like an hour away from Orlando. So it's really not, since we have, season passes with SeaWorld, we automatically get into Busch Gardens because they're all owned by the same people. So we have quick queues for that day. And I'm actually really, really looking forward to going there, even though it is for a day. That makes really good content, really good videos. It's just going to be fun overall. If anybody has been to Busch Gardens and has ridden Iron Gwazi, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. You can't really spoil it for me because I've been wanting to ride this thing since last year. Then they put it on hold, so it is what it is. The following day after that, the 10th, we'll be going back to SeaWorld Orlando. That'll be on a Sunday, so that'll actually be on a Saturday. So I'm assuming it'll be pretty packed, but probably not as packed as Labor Day. It's another reason why I wanted to go back to SeaWorld Orlando is because going on a Labor Day, it will be packed and it will be slammed. I do definitely know for some of the shows we're going to be going to, like the Orca show and stuff like that, we're definitely going to get there at least 30 minutes before the show starts, which is another reason why I got the reserved seating, just to be on the safe side. Because when we went to SeaWorld San Antonio for spring break, it was insane. Like, no seats nowhere. The only place was open, reserved seating. If you didn't have reserved seating, you wasn't getting in. So I'd rather pay the extra $3 and get reserved seating. So we did. And with doing that, we also got the quick queues where we'll get another 2 rides on Icebreaker. So a lot of good content coming that day. After that, we'll go back to the resort and just kind of chill. Originally, we were going to be coming back on Monday or Sunday, September 11th. But I felt like it was, bad mojo to fly home on September 11th. So I decided just to wait and go the day after. I just felt like it just, come on. You already know. Nobody wants to fly on that day. It's just how it is, It's just how we are. And then then we'll check out on the 12th and fly back home. Pretty extensive trip. Probably one of the most expensive and longest trips that we've taken. Definitely something we've been trying to do for like 3 years. So it's definitely been something coming. We were talking about, I was trying to set up a trip to go to Universal Islands of Adventure and Universal Orlando for a day, but getting to skip the lines and stuff there, I think it totaled up to be probably about $600. So I was like, I don't really think that's something I want to do. I really don't want to pay that much money. So I'm like, well, if we was going to pay that much money, we could have just, got an extra day at the park or something. But that's our itinerary for September. Before people start asking, yes, I have every intentions of going to WrestleMania next year. I will make a video the closer we get to that. I mean, we're like 340 something days away. WrestleMania just happened for this year, so I'm really not worried about that. We'll start taking care of that stuff after this trip. So that's our trip for September. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of it? Anybody else going to be down there? Let's hook up, man. Let's ride some stuff. Let's throw some popcorn at the orcas. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.